Welcome back to Jessie Lifestyle at Home. I am back in my garage. I am trying to do end of year clean out and garage organization. I already tackled this half of the garage in a video, so I just wanted to kind of do a quick before and after for you, just to kind of give you a little bit of motivation to watch me jump back into this video, because it was a lot of work and I'm really proud of how welcoming I made this entryway. I added a little bit of shoe storage and painted everything and just really did a really good deep clean. I love that shoe storage. That has been a winner in the house. We've kept it neat and organized, and the shoes aren't just overflowing everywhere anymore. But that's enough of the pretty, because we are back to tackling this half of the garage. So much stuff. It doesn't actually look that bad, but it's pretty bad. This entire shelf over here, I think the last time I showed you my garage was like 4 years ago, when I installed this shelf here and then put a bunch of crap on it. So I'm going through everything. I'm like a paint can hoarder. I don't know why I have so many empty like dried up paint cans in here, but I'm going to get rid of those in the proper way. So I'm putting all of the dried up, messed up paint into a box, and then we're going to dispose of that in the proper place. And I was telling my husband, oh wow, here's all of the little paint TPs I was looking for. I found so much stuff on this shelf. This has been like a black hole of like missing items. So I was having fun chatting and going through things and, you know, finding things again. I had to tell him I found the level that we accidentally cut in half and forgot about. And we have old light fixtures that we took from the house, all of like the stained glass Tiffany, fake Tiffany light fixtures that came with the house. So we're just going to be donating a lot of the lights and a lot of the things that we've been keeping aside for some reason. I was so excited. I found that 31 bag. Remember that brand? My mom got me a embroidered or monogrammed 31 bag a long time ago, and I forgot about it and lost it in here. So I was really excited. We are going to be moving these storage shelves to my husband's big like shop in the back of our property, because I think it'll be better use there, and then I won't have an area to like pile up nonsense in. We're keeping all of the strollers, the top rack right there that's kind of leaning up there. We put that on our car, so we're going to keep that. And we're going to keep his little ride-along toys. I was explaining to him what I was going to be doing with those little planters. He's like, great, another project. He was over this already, because I was like, what's this? What's this? Are you going to keep this? He was just ready to like clean everything out so we could really get started. I was starting to organize the keep pile. I had a donate, trash, and needs to go into the house pile. I've been keeping our paints in I call it the Harry Potter closet underneath of our stairs, just because paints will store better in a conditioned space versus out in a garage. They like dry up and end up not being that great to work with if they've been out, you know, in the heat of the sun or the summer, I mean. So I was just kind of going through and finding things and organizing things so I could bring some things in the house, put some things in his shop, and just get rid of a lot. Malcolm has an abundance of little ride-on toys. So he has that little bumper car, he has a little tractor and the green Jeep. And he has like 2 strollers. I'm going to go ahead and donate one of the strollers, keep another one of the strollers, and then we have a stroller wagon, which is the one that we kind of use more often when we go to like amusement parks and things like that. He's kind of too old for a stroller, but the stroller wagon is definitely going to come in handy as he grows. We had to work on this garage in stages because Malcolm just gets all up in your business. So we wanted to work after he went to bed. So we worked on this first night, getting everything out of here and like dusting the walls with cobwebs. These windows were crazy. I'll show you a close-up of them. They were just really, really gross, but we're just trying to get everything prepped so that the next morning I could get in here and patch all of the holes that had hooks on it. We never patched the holes from where the previous owners had hooks and shelves and things in here as well. So I'm just going around and patching everything up so I can start fresh. And I'm just using DAP spackle to just fix all of the little holes in the wall. I did get some regular drywall mud because I'm going to need that to fix the peeling tape and things that are on the ceiling. I'm not tackling the ceiling in this video because it's a lot going on. As you can see, these windows have never been painted or caulked or cleaned in the last like 4 years. So we are definitely going to tackle that now. We also have a little bit of settling issue, so I'm using the DAP to fix that too, like some unevenness. The only bad thing about doing this in the late fall is that it gets really kind of cold in here, so it took forever for the DAP to dry and the caulk to dry as well. But I wanted to caulk everything, make everything look really nice and tight, and get it prepped for priming. And these windows, like I said, had not been deep cleaned in a very, very long time. Maybe after, since I'm painting them and making everything look nice, maybe I'll get in here once a month and get in here with a Swiffer and wipe down anything that's going on. All of this stuff is like bug mess, which is so gross to think about, but I just cleaned it up with some water and some Dawn, and I'm going around and caulking all of the seams. As you can see, I also got out the Dawn Power Wash to kind of wash some of the bug goo off the windows because they were splattered back here. The spiders had a whole ecosystem in these windows. I worked so hard prepping everything and getting everything ready because we are going to be installing a new storage system. Thank you so much to Flexi Mounts for sponsoring today's video. They sent me a garage storage lift. Everything you need for this garage lift is in the box. They even send you a template and some tape so you can put it right on the ceiling and know exactly where each mount goes. There's no guesswork. They make it so easy. My husband was trying to figure out where our studs were and where the best place to put this. We have a light and then this beam, and then we have our old storage system there. So we're trying to figure out the best way to fit this. And as you can see, you just tape the template up where you want it to go. But of course, we ended up moving it to the left side. This was the only space that worked with all of the obstacles. I had just painted the ceiling, so the template wouldn't stick very well to the ceiling, but my husband was able to push it up, trace out where each of the mounts were, and it worked just as well. But yeah, he just easily screwed everything in and ran the cables, and we were able to get the lift up in no time. My husband basically did all of this by himself as I was running in and out, watching after Malcolm, doing dinner. We kind of took turns in the garage, but it was pretty easy to install. And once we were ready to attach the storage cage to the cables, I came out and was able to get a couple close-up shots of installing it. And just like that, you can move the lift from the floor to the ceiling and back again. Super easy. FlexiMounts also sent me 3 of their storage boxes, and these are super cool. They're foldable, so you can store them away when you don't need them, and they just pop up into these little teeny storage boxes, and it has little doors on the front too. If you were interested in purchasing the garage storage lift and or the storage boxes, definitely check out the link below. And thank you so much to FlexiMounts for sponsoring today's video. It definitely would have been better if I painted prior to installing the new FlexiMount garage lift, but I needed to get that done, and I can't be trusted with hanging things, so my husband wanted to do that. And we had a birthday party this weekend, and we also had my sister's getting married, and she had her dress come in, so we went to the bridal shop to see her in her like fitted dress. It fits like a glove. It looks so beautiful on her. And so we only have so much time in the weekend, so the priority was definitely getting the lift installed, and then I worked on painting everything after Malcolm went to bed for a couple of nights. So it was a pretty rough go trying to paint around everything, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I am painting this with primer first, just because we need to like seal everything in. And honestly, this is like the most kind of satisfying because you're seeing it go from like unfinished to kind of finished with this first coat of paint. And then I just stayed up way too late until this dried, and then I put 2 coats of just regular white on the walls, and it's amazing how much brighter it looks in here. And of course I had to go around all the garage storage, so the wooden one and then the new FlexiMount I had to cut around, so I didn't get all of that on film, but I can tell you I was having a blast on ladders and trying to figure out how to paint around everything. And here she is all painted. Definitely not my best paint job, not gonna lie. It was a bit sloppy. I did end up accidentally stepping on paint and walking all over the garage floor. But first I wanted to get everything out of here so I could scrub the floor, clean up all of the paint that I dripped everywhere. That freezer is empty, by the way. That was our primary garage freezer for a long time until we got this huge commercial stand-up freezer that I love, and my husband is hesitant to get rid of the chest freezer just in case something happens to the stand-up freezer. We'll have a backup. So it's staying double freezer even though it's empty. We have been talking about going in halves with a cow with our friend and kind of filling up that chest freezer with the cow because I know it takes a lot of space. So we'll see. That could be really fun to like invest in that sort of thing. But I eventually got down with a scraper and a scrub brush to get up all of the paint that ended up on the floor. We just cleaned this half of the floor last week, and now I'm like basically redoing what I did last week because I made such a mess. Not gonna lie, I did not clean that last little like quarter of the floor because it looked clean enough. I just wanted to focus all my energy on getting rid of the areas that I needed to. And I'm just using a squeegee to get all of the soap. I did end up throwing a rinse bucket down. And yeah, this is the best it's gonna be from me, but I think it looks pretty darn good. Here is how it looks with the car in here and our golf cart, which we keep in here. It looks so much better. Here is the little entryway area that I made over. That's obviously trash, recycling, and then we added our other little trash can here. We're gonna use that for extra recycling. I'm gonna keep my little cleaning tools there. The rack, we're gonna end up hanging on the wall, but my husband's not home, so now we have plenty of room for all the activities. And this is how it looks on this side. Plenty of room to get in and out. He may or may not hang those back on the wall, but now we have room for them just to kind of hang out. And there is the storage box. I am gonna end up painting the ceiling, but my husband wants to rework the wires up there, so it's a work in progress for sure. And there is the new, looks crooked, but I think it's because of the way I'm holding the camera. There is the new garage storage. And it lifts up and down, you just crank it. So easy to get to, move the car out, crank it down, get what I need to get, crank it back up. Don't have to get huge ladders out or anything crazy. So super happy with everything. Our big, huge freezer back there. Perfect. It looks so good. So happy. And here is how the shoes are making out. I ended up, these need to be clean. I ended up putting a little container here for our gloves and hats and stuff that we're eventually going to need. And like taller boots and stuff sit on top. Basically Malcolm's shoes sit up top, but yeah, it's working out pretty good. Everybody is using the shoe cubbies. So far, so good. And again, I'm sorry, I'm going to give you some befores and afters because it's just such a dramatic difference. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out that link if you're in the market for some garage lift storage. And don't forget to hit that subscribe, that like, that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. And I will see you guys next time.